All right, so let's start the day with a big round of applause. Good morning, everyone. My name is Prateek, and I am your Sergeant at Arms for the day. And I thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us at 440th meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters Club. Thank you so much for taking out time on this wonderful Saturday. As Sergeant at Arms, my I would like to share MRP of Eloquent Toastmasters Club. So, as a community, M stands for mission, and as a community, Toastmasters, the mission is that we provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Talking about R, which is rules, since we all are meeting online today, so it is a request to all of you to keep your camera turned on so that the speaker on the stage may stay motivated. And by any chance, if you are moving away from the camera, please turn it off. If you are not speaking, please put yourself on mute. And the major one, if you are carrying this device with you, kindly pick it up, take a look, put it on silent mode, and so that you can get uninterrupted, um, like experience of the entire session. Now coming to P, which is passion, and that's how when we are talking about Toastmasters mission, we pursue it through passion. Eloquent Toastmasters Club had been a president distinguished club, not for one, not for two, not for three, in fact, 4 consecutive years. And I literally salute the hard work, the blood and sweat of each and every member and the EC team that they put throughout this journey and made it possible. With that, let me hand over the stage since we don't have any presiding officer. Let me hand over the stage to our most energetic, inspirational, and an amazing Toastmaster, Toastmaster Ashish.
Hey guys, wish you very good morning, and I hope in this changing weather and monsoon you all are keeping well, as many of our friends are under the weather, having either cold or cough or fever or all of it. Imagine. So therefore, shouldn't we start by thanking God for giving us today life full of fun and masti and a chance to be here in Eloquent Group and enjoy the company of 8 lovely Toastmasters and guests. So a very warm welcome to Mr. HP. Your name was, remind me. I'm sorry, I missed it
Anish.
when you said. Yeah,
Yeah, so this is Anil Shukla,
Anish
ANIL,
Shukla.
SS.
Anish.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Would be lovely, Anish, if you can name yourself. Zoom allows you. You can click on the participant list and name yourself with your name. That would be amazing. And likewise, I'll request all the people to name themselves with the role they are playing. We've had some ups and downs, and as they say, what's life without challenges? And in Toastmasters Club as well, we are all working towards our self growth. And today, what's the name of the theme?
Want to fly.
Want to fly. Have you ever thought of flying in the sky without any plane or chopper, just by yourself? And while we welcomed and we see the backgrounds amazingly beautiful one and bright one coming up, Vishal is having a background like a cricket or a soccer stadium. Pratik looks like as if he's in the sky. It's a good, nice sky view, I must say. I'll take from you. And literally, Pallavi is in the space, clearly made out. And myself and Kraminka are in the blurry background. And Rashmi is showing us a nice room. I'm not sure whether it is a background or a real place. And Puneet, while he was hiding so far, has turned on his camera with a nice blurry background. May I request all of you to close your eyes? Imagine that you are a bird and your two hands are your wings. Show me your wings. Yeah, show me, show me, show me. Yeah. Flying, flying. You are raising your hands. I am not asking, giving you a punishment. So fly, fly. Keep your eyes closed. Yeah. Now imagine that you are fluttering your wings and getting into the sky. Flutter your wings. Use the wings as if you are transporting yourself, breaking the gravity, breaking yourself free, entering into the sky. As it is a little bit difficult as you take your feet off the ground, but as you go, you realize you are able to fly. You are able to lift yourself from the earth and enter the beautiful sky. As the time and as your wings flutter, you have entered the sky. Imagine the freedom. Imagine you are at a place where there is no traffic, no bumps on the road like Gurgaon. It's smooth. You can travel left, right, up, down, just fluttering your wings, feeling yourself free without any bondage, able to increase your speed, able to reduce your speed just the way you want, and feeling like being a Jonathan Seagull flying in the sky with full freedom, without any shackles bringing you down, without any gravity holding you back. How does it feel? Isn't it beautiful? See the color of the sky, the peace, the beauty, which you have never felt before. How lovely it is. And now, open your eyes. How was the feeling of traveling in the sky?
Amazing. A very surreal experience.
Yeah, felt like I was high on something.
And I can share with you that the same experience I had today morning when I was revisiting this amazing book I had read around a year ago called Jonathan Livingston's Seagulls. It's such a nice book. Is it a fiction? Is it a reality? Perhaps you can say fiction. But the kind of experience it gives you while you go through in this book, a seagull called Jonathan Livingston, I'm sorry, share its story of flying high in the sky. A lot of people tell, a lot of seagulls tell them, you can't fly. You can't fly from height. You can't fly too far. You can fly only a little bit. But Jonathan Livingston Seagulls does not listen. It does not pay heed to all those limiting voices around it. It decides that I am going to fly. I am going to fly at speed. I am going to fly far away. And guess what? It manages to break free. It manages to go to even heaven and come back and tell everybody around them, yes, we have done it. And I firmly believe each one of us, each one of you can be Jonathan Livingston Stiegel as well. So today, as we take this flight, as we take this journey for amazing flight together with Eloquent, may I request you to put a huge round of applause to welcome Yogesh and Sagar as well, who have joined us in this room. Unmute yourself, let the thunder of the applaud. Today we have a virtual session, and therefore feel free to unmute when we are having that energy in the room. And super. For the benefit of the guest, our, of course, experienced Toastmasters know how the format of the Toastmasters meeting work. But for the benefit of the guests, let me explain it briefly. In a normal Toastmasters meeting, there are three sections. First, what we call is prepared speeches, where our amazing speakers do the preparation much in advance, come on the stage and dazzle the audience with their prepared speeches. Last week, or in a normal meeting, we have around 3 prepared speeches. And second section is what we call table topic section. In table topic section is impromptu section. Normally anybody can participate, even the guest or the members can participate. As the name suggests, this is an impromptu one. You'll be given a topic and you have to speak on the fly. And today, our table topic master is Toastmaster Pallavi. Let's give her a round of applause for taking this role at the last moment. And not only that, today is a special meeting. There are no prepared speeches. There are going to be only table topics, and it's going to be a marathon of table topics. And in marathon, each one of us will be running 42 kilometers. It's not 42 kilometers run, but each one of us will be participating at least once. And that's the advantage. Normally, table topics are 3, 4, 5, 6, but today all of us will get an opportunity, and perhaps not even only once, we might get it twice as well. So let's look forward to many top topics from Pallavi, who will be sharing with us as table topic master today. And last but not the least is the section of general evaluation. Until about 11:15, when I saw the group, we were searching for our journal evaluator. And I'll request VP Ed, our search is over or still on, Mr. Prateek? Oh, you have chosen. Oh, super. We have a journal evaluator with us. And let me invite our journal evaluator on the stage to share about his role and the role of his team. Over to you, journal evaluator Prateek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish, for a wonderful beginning of the session. Honestly, personally, I was literally flying in the dreams. So my name is Prateek. Those who don't know, I am the general evaluator of the day. So as an evaluator, I will be keeping an eye on all aspects of the meeting, and as like will be evaluating the entire session as a whole. But I won't be alone in that journey. I have an amazing team along with me, which is Timer, R Counter, and Grammarian with me, who will be helping throughout the session, and we'll uh, try to monitor the different sections of the meeting. So before moving further, let me invite Timer of the day, that is Toastmaster Prateek. So again, good morning, everyone. As a timer, my job is to keep the track of the time. As you know, sometimes it is better to say a little in a limited amount of time that may create a big impact. It doesn't matter if you speak for 15 minutes or 15 hours, as long as it is not in a timely manner, the essence or the message or the impact of your speech somehow gets lost in, because audience start to get impatient. So as a timer, since we have table topics marathon today, so the timing would be 1 to 2 minutes, where you each speaker will be getting 30 seconds on the upper limit. So at 1 minute, I will be displaying the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will be displaying the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will be displaying the red card. It is a humble request to everyone when you are attempting a table topic, please try to speak for minimum of 1 minute. And when you see a red card, this is the time you should wrap up your speech. And I will be presenting my report at the end of the session when called upon by Mr. General Evaluator. Now, second part of the tag team is grammarian, who happens to be Toastmaster Sagar. So, Toastmaster Sagar, would you like to come on the stage and introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Prateek. First of all, just allow me a few minutes to, switch on the cam. Uh, so today I'm taking the role of a grammarian for the first time. So the main responsibility of the grammarian are to choose a word of the day and idiom of the day and encourage all speakers to make use of it. Also record any notable uses of language by speakers during the meeting itself and of the word or idiom of the day. Today's idiom of the day is like a cakewalk, which means so easy task. For example, everyone took hours to write the code, but Adam did it like a cakewalk. I will be presenting my report at the end of the session when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster Prateek. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. And since taking the role for the first time is not, it looks like a cakewalk, but it is not that simple one. So it is a custom at Eloquent Toastmasters Club. Whenever someone uses the word of the day or the idiom of the day, we encourage them by showing a thumbs up. So all the speakers are requested to speak. Uh, when you are speaking, try to use the phrase of the day in your speech. And as far as word of this day is concerned, I guess I will provide one simpler one so that when everyone can modify their speech and get a bit feel a bit challenged. So the word of the day would be exhilarating. Exhilarating, it is, you can say, superlative form of excited. Whenever you are excited about something, you can use, instead of very excited, you can use the word to express your feelings. With that, let me hand over the stage. I'm sorry, we still have the R counter role open. Is if anyone would like to take it.
I can take it, Pratik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. So, so would you like to come on stage and introduce yourself and explain your role?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, the role of our counter is I'll be listening to your speeches and I'll be seeing any filler words that you will be using. So, filler words would be like like, so. So, if you're using these words so many times into your speeches, I would be taking a track of it. And I would recommend everyone, instead of using the filler words, we can experiment and try to use the pauses. So let's say if you are thinking about a word and thinking about a sentence or your thoughts or recollecting it, we generally have the habit of using so try to take a pause and then recollect your thoughts and then complete your speech and or the sentence. So looking forward to your speeches. Sorry, table topics. Over to
Th-
you,
yeah,
Pradeep.
thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. All right, so with that, let's get started. In fact, we have already started, but let's see what our favorite Toastmaster of the day have in store for us. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Super. That was a cakewalk, isn't it? These guys are used to now setting up the things on the fly. And I think that's such exhilarating work. Super. Guys, I did not see the thumbs up. I'm using word of the day, idiom of the day, trying so hard to get your thumbs up. No one is showing me. I don't like this. All right. That was on a lighter note. And now let us begin and let's continue our session. Just a moment. Yes, now I can see my own self as well, and I can spotlight my own self for those of you who are on the virtual stage. All right, just give me a bit.
You're spotlighted now.
Yeah, super. Yes, I can see it. Now, let me start by sharing an interesting story with all of you about my own self. And as I am doing it, I would like each one of you to think through the stories which you want to share with us. Today is a special meeting. By the end of the meeting, we all will learn a bit about how to fly. And who knows, we might see Pallavi in the sky, in the just like she is right now in the galaxy. In the reality, also, we might see her flying with her wings out. So all of us will learn something about the fly. But do think about it, about your story, your experiences where indeed you felt like flying. As I share with you one very interesting experience of mine and where from this theme came. Just give. Till about mid 30s, I was about 35 and I didn't know how to swim. Any one of you who learned swimming late or has not learned it so far?
I'm still learning.
Yeah, few of you. You all can imagine my experience if I look at the water or I touch down the water. I happened to touch down. In my initial phase, I thought swimming should be relatively easy. I don't know from where, but I had some deep down confidence that if the need arises, I can swim. And the reason of that confidence was very special because I have seen so many people swimming. We can learn by observing, isn't it? So I have observed so many people swimming. So I should be able to do it myself as well. And mind you, I had done it with a lot of focus. I paid a lot of attention, watching, observing how people do, how they manage to swim, how they use their hands, how they use their legs. But the moment I touched the water, it was funny. I don't know why. Even with the water on of my waist height, I was frequently slipping inside and finding myself grasping for the breath. And this didn't happen once, didn't happen twice, but happened multiple times. And this became a little frustrating. A guy who thought he could swim so easily, but wasn't able to. And then finally, after a few months of learning, coaching, swimming training, I managed to swim. And I think that since that time, a thought started crossing my head that till the time I knew swimming, swimming was as good as flying for me. I can't fly, I can't swim. And they were very similar. Just like I cannot be with my feet up in the air for long, I couldn't be in the water. It will just drown me. But once I learned it, swimming was relatively easy for me. I could do it even with less effort. I could do it. I learned how to also stay afloat without doing much. And imagine if you don't know, staying afloat can be a challenge. And I firmly believe, even as we speak, no one knows how to fly without, of course, an airplane or without, of course, a chopper. But I firmly believe a day is not very far when humans will learn how to fly. It is not impossible. If we can believe it, we can do it. Till about 120 years ago, we did not even have planes. We didn't know even how to fly with machines. And today, we have machines. Today, there would be hardly anyone who is not had a flight and who is not used this machine flying from one place to other. It's so inexpensive relative to what it used to be years ago and decades ago. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, our belief can make us fly. We can fly. And there it reminds me of the quote of APJ Abdul Kalam. We have wings. Open them, use them to fly. Do not crawl. Each one of us have our wings. And on that super inspiring note, let me invite any one of you who want to share with us your experiences from where you started in your life when you felt from here you were able to take off, you were able to fly. And as I see all of you are thinking, and before the hand raise starts to come, let me share with you a little bit of my story. I belong to a family of grocers, the grocery merchants. Those of you who would have seen small groceries near to your house, where people come to buy 10 rupee Maggie or 12 rupee Maggie and sugar and atta and all that stuff. I belong to that kind of family. None of my family member had even touched college. None. And I'm including my entire maternal family. I'm including my entire paternal family. So, achievement was the definition of achievement was, yeah, I went to college for 1 month and my mom did that. And one of my uncle also did that. But that was it, guys. So you all can imagine what would be the situation back in my home. But somehow I never liked sitting in shop. I never liked doing those small businesses. I wanted to do something big. I wanted to do something different. Despite many challenges, many struggles, having no insights, imagine if nobody has touched college from where you get advice, guidance, thoughts, inputs, training, coaching. There were very few limited limited stuff available. But then with the help of people around me, one thing led to other and one thing led to other. I kept working. I kept getting a lot of support from one set of people to the other set of people and so on and so forth. And finally, I was able to complete my chartered accountancy and get into a career uh, of professional work, not only doing graduation, but doing postgrad. And finally, here I am. It wasn't really a very big flight, I know that. But yeah, I think in my own way, I did my little bit of a short flight from where I was from to where I am. And I personally feel proud because not only what I could achieve, I could set a trail by following which my cousins, two of them have done chartered accountancy or done post graduation and are doing good in their life. So, and are doing different things in their life. And here I am today taking another dream to be a great, great public speaker. And I'm sure together with all of you, one day I'll get there. Now it's your turn. I have done my bit. Now let's hear exhilarating stories of our friends. Who is going first? All of your turn is going to come. We have enough time. Table topics are not going to be enough to eat up our day today. So therefore, we will listen to a lot of stories from all of you and discuss some interesting insights from there. Yes, Toastmaster Vishal, let me spotlight you. Yeah, stage is all
Thank you.
yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. So before talking about my story, and Ashish, you always inspire every Toastmaster, like through your journey as a CA and as a public speaker as well. So I always try to learn from leaders like you. One thing which I always believe in is that no one is born with a talent, or like nothing is destined. You have to work hard for it. So that has been the motto of my life. That if you believe in hard work, you are destined for great things. People look at Sachin Tendulkar or maybe Virat Kohli and say that they are born talented. I don't believe in it at all. They all have spent a considerable amount in polishing their craft and be the person that they are today. Now, talking about my experience, I think I have touched upon it in my icebreaker speech as well. So I come from a family of engineers. My elder brother is an engineer, and then he did his MBA. I also did my engineering, and then I did my MBA. The reason for both of us that we both are engineers is obviously because our dad was an engineer. Now, since I was the youngest one in the family, at that time, obviously all the decisions were kind of made by my father and my brother on my behalf. That this is what we know what is going on in the market, which is this is what is good for your career, etc., etc. So just like my brother, I started taking the CAT coaching in the fourth year of my graduation when I was doing my engineering. Obviously, I was not serious at that time. Like I always felt that, studies are secondary thing in your life. Like you need to have fun, basically, and then everything will be like just to help you survive in the life. So I did that. I failed miserably, and then after that, for 2 straight years, again I gave the CAT exam, and I kept on failing again and again. And then I was looking at like other people who have left their job and then they prepared for the CAT exam and then they ultimately succeeded in that. So one day I was discussing this with my brother that, like I used to travel from Ghaziabad to Gurgaon. I leave my home at around 6:30 in the morning. I come back at 9 in the evening. Like I don't have any time. When should I study? So I have no other choice but to leave everything, leave my job, and then dedicate a 1 year to prepare for my MBA exams. I vividly remember that conversation. I have good memory. I can proudly say that. My brother told me that it's very easy to, leave everything and then you start preparing for the stuff. But the main challenge and the true test of your character is if you learn how to balance multiple things. So I took that as a challenge for the next 1 year. I joined the coaching classes on weekend. I used to study in like on commutation, like when I'm commuting from my house to my office, during the office time, etc. And then I practically had no other life at the age of probably 24. All my weekends used to go in attending the coaching classes and attending the mock exams, etc. But I was doing it for a purpose. And then finally, when I scored the good marks in the CAT exam and I got the college that I wanted to, I think it was a really good feeling. So that has been a biggest motivation for me. And even at this stage and beyond, I always feel that I can do better. I mean, I'm happy where I am, but I always have that hunger of, that I might be destined for better things. But then if I don't work hard for it, nothing is going to come my way. So I think that has been my story so far. And yeah, I hope I can inspire someone else as well, just like you, Ashish.
Wow, that was so amazing, Toastmaster Vishal. And I think, yeah, I remember you sharing about it in your icebreaker, and today you've brought in a few more new nuances around it. And that was very interesting when you said that you wanted to leave your job and start doing the coaching while your brother asked you to take that challenge.
Yeah.
What was the thinking? Take us through. To me, that is a very good example of somebody helping us free ourselves from the shackles of our own mind. A lot of time we have limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs. And
Yeah.
then, like your brother did, but I think more than perhaps what your brother did, I have a sense something would have happened inside, and I'm very interested to know about it.
I mean, I think that has been the biggest blessing for me because I always have someone to, look up to. My brother actually followed a different path. I mean, he left his job and he prepared for GAT exam. He also scored well, but then he actually experienced everything during that 1 year, which he did not wanted me to experience. So that's why he guided me that it's probably best. And I mean, it's very easy that you leave everything and then you say, okay, I'm going to do it. But in my mind, I took that as a challenge that, okay, maybe not all the conditions are favorable for me. But I mean, if I look at other people, like you don't get to make the choices as per you. Sometimes you have to do the best with the situation that you have. I think that's why like I took that as a challenge that okay, at the end of the year, even if I don't score well, I can still look back at it after 5 years or 10 years and proudly say that I gave my best, irrespective of the result. So I think that's why it's important that sometimes it's the journey that's important rather than result. Result is obviously important, but it's not the only thing in life.
Super. And on that note, I would like to share this amazing quote from this book, Jonathan Siegel. It says, "We all are free to go where we wish and be where we want." And thanks so much for sharing your amazing story. Anybody want to ask any question to Toastmaster Vishal? Floor is open.
Master Vishal, do you have like how do you experience? I know that that 1 year would have been very difficult on you in terms of your health, your time, but how did you manage it so well? Like once you gave your CAT exam, what change did you make? How did you try to bring that 1 year?
So that's, I mean, I took that as a challenge. I was prepared that for the next 1 year, I mean, all of my friends are going to curse me for not spending time with them. My family, other family members, my cousins are not going to be happy that I'm not spending time with them. But then I knew that if I don't do it, what are the worst case scenarios that can happen? So what I try to do is I used to maximize the time that I used to have throughout the day. I mean, when like from Ghaziabad to Gurgaon, it used to take me almost 1 hour in the morning. So I used to take the Hindu newspaper with me, read the entire newspaper on my journey, and then sitting in the office whenever I used to get 30 minutes, between like the meetings, I used to just open the coaching website and then give some more mock exams. And then on the weekend, again, I mean, I was comfortable with the fact that okay, whatever I'm doing, it's only for next 1 month, when next 1 year, but then the benefits that are going to come after this will definitely help me throughout my life. So I think looking at that big picture and making some tough decisions, uh, that really helped me during that time. Thanks, Pallavi. Thanks for asking
Super.
me this.
And thanks for sharing that amazing story. Anybody want to go next? Yeah, Sagar, Toastmaster Sagar. Yes, the stage is all yours.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Okay, uh, building up on what I shared in my, you know, the speech last in the last meeting. So I was in Qatar from year 2015 to 2022. Life was going very smooth. After I shared last time that I did my art of living and I started doing meditation, and there was a huge group, a huge support. In fact, some of the best people I have met over there in Qatar, like some art of living teacher. I can give one example. There was one Mr. Pramodji. So he used to teach yoga and meditation for free, and uh, taxi over there was quite costly, so like you have to spend around 500 rupees just to go, even if it is 1 kilometer, right? So but if it is far away from your home, then you have to spend a lot. So this guy, though he was a CA, he used to bring us pick and drop us even at 4:30, and and he was doing it so selflessly. So I was with those kind of people who were like, uh, earlier I used to think that people are this the entire world is so bad, people are so bad, you need to be mean, you need to be very ruthless, you need to be very clever and smart in order to survive in this world. But then I met people like him, where then I understand this life is like a movie. So if it is like in a movie, if everything is good, right, and there is no villain, just if there is a actor or a hero who likes the girl and he gets a girl without any problem, there is no negativity, right? What kind of movie it will be? It will be boring, right? So similarly, I think God has created this entire world where there are positive as well as negative. Until unless we have negative, unless as we have people, who are at that frame of mind at, doing bad things, we don't realize the positive side of it. So yeah, coming back to my journey. So life was smooth. We were having good time. There were a lot of friends. The picture you saw in my background, like a boat and all, this is what, not that much that big, but a small boat, and we used to go fun every weekend and things like that. But in after COVID, here in my mother, she started feeling very sick. She was going into you can say depression, because I was not able to bring her to Qatar. Earlier I used to bring her, but after COVID they didn't allow, because there was having FIFA World Cup. So they were not allowing the elders to come because they want Europeans to come and spend. And since Middle East countries, all Dubai, Qatar, and all, they don't have resources, right? Whatever bad or hospital staff, nurses, whatever there, they have to import it from other countries. So and if generally elders have the other health issues also, and on top of it, if they get COVID, it will be a disaster. So they were not allowing parents. And also, from many years I was thinking that I should start my own business. And this was not just for, like, I wanted to earn money, I wanted to give back to the society as well. But my wife was not ready for all this, because doing a business is and launching a startup, you understand, it's a very difficult task, especially in cyberspace, because although cybersecurity is a challenge, but there is a huge competition. All big fours, KPMG, Deloitte, and all IT companies, you name it, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Deloitte, every company is into cyberspace. They, even if their security is not good, but they are providing security services to the companies. And yeah, even I've seen there was a company in Qatar, Ooredoo, which is like Airtel, their ISP. I have worked for their security, and it was pathetic. But later I saw that they have started selling cybersecurity to their customers, together with the cloud and hosting services. So this is what's happening in the market. Recently, you may have seen this Ranveer, YouTube has hacked, and all his posts, all his videos were deleted. But I think YouTube will definitely retrieve it back, because he's a big shot and they have backup. So yeah. So when I came back from Qatar to India, one sec, guys. मम्मी मैं कॉल पे हूँ. Yeah. So when I came back, so I initially first year I gave to myself. I worked hard that once I launch the startup, how will I manage the finances? My since we have lived abroad, my wife and my kids' expectations are a little high. So all these things, I started making rental incomes and things like that. We were having some plots, so I did construction. And this year, finally, I've launched this Secure Strike, which is providing cybersecurity services as well as trainings to the customer. I will not say I've started flying high, or you can say I have reached the success. If you think about from others' perspective, like you have started doing a lot of business and all. Yes, we have started to do some business, but I am very satisfied and I feel I am successful because I am giving my 100%. Earlier, if somebody would have said that, like Mr. Narayan Murthy have recently said, you should work 70 hours, I would say, yeah, what about work-life balance and all? But trust me, since I've started this, I'm working tirelessly. 24 by 7. I feel like 24 hours is not enough. I have recently implemented a SIM solution in a Sunbeam automobiles company here in Gurgaon. I have already covered many schools where I've given trainings. Although I'm still in not in profit, to be very frank, guys, but I am loving it. I have a small team. I have a small office of my own. Yeah, and I look forward. I feel that I will make it big. I am 100% sure.
Super. Our good wishes with you, Toastmaster Sagar. What an amazing story. And you reminded us of your icebreaker, pieces of your icebreaker as well, and built on that. Thank you so much. I think on that note, on that inspirational note, we now move to the second and exciting section of our meeting, that is table topics. And we invite Toastmaster Pallavi Singh, our table topic master today, to run the table topic marathon. Over to you, Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. Good morning, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Pallavi Singh and I'm playing a role of table topic master today. For table topic, it's for all the members and guests, and it's mainly done to practice the art of improvisation and also helps us think on the feet. It develops 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. And since our theme is You Can Fly, we will fly above and beyond with our topics. Our topics won't be limited to one theme. We'll touch every theme if possible, but all the topics will be to polish our leadership skills, positivity, and resilience. Since we at Toastmaster try to provide a speaking opportunity for everyone, I would request even guests to participate here. And I will be calling everyone on stage. We'll start with hand raise, but if nobody raises, then you give me an authority to call a person on stage. So don't give me that authority. Take control on your hand and please raise your hands. Now, the timer has already shared the timing guidelines, but I would request the timer again to just brief about how the timing gonna be done. Toastmaster Prati.
Absolutely, Toastmaster Pallavi. So as I mentioned, there will be 3 cards: green, yellow, and red. So at 1 minute, you will be looking at the green card like this. Let me know if it is visible. 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow card would be there, and at 2 minutes, it will be red card. So when you see a red card, you can start wrapping up your speech. You have still uh, 30 seconds of buffer on the upper limit, but on the lower limit, which is 1 minute, it is highly recommended to keep speaking about the topic for minimum of 1 minute. Over to you, Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. So let's get started. Who is going first? I want to see who comes first in the class. Oh, Toastmaster Rashmi. So Toastmaster Rashmi, risking is better than regretting. Risking is better than regretting, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Risking is better than regretting. I'll take 1 or 2 minutes to think. Okay, so since just Sagar just shared the story about the meditation that he experienced in Qatar, so I'll tell you one of the experiences that I've had recently when I went to Himachal Pradesh. So I always wanted to do meditation, and I thought it would be a cakewalk because we just have to close the eyes and do nothing and don't think about the world. So, but then when I went to the meditation center, so in Himachal, there's the world's famous Tushita Meditation Center where people from across the world come and meditate, and they teach us a lot of skills and techniques from beginner to the advanced level to practice meditation. So I went to the drop-in class, and there were people from around the world, and 80 to 90% were from the foreign country, and another 20% were Indians. So which amazed me that this meditation culture is ours, and the foreign people are actually accepting it. So I was always afraid to, sit for an hour or two and meditate. It was, I felt that, it's gonna be tough for me. I won't be able to concentrate and think about nothing. But then when I attended that drop-in class, they just like Ashish asked us to close the eyes today and think about the way we fly and think about the thoughts, the feeling that we get. So at the same level, they also helped us to just close the eyes and just think about nothing and think the positive things and release the tension from the body. So it was the amazing experience for me, and I felt like I was always holding back myself to attend the meditation class, and finally I did it. So I actually attended the class instead of regretting that I would never be able to meditate in my life. So I hope I'll be practicing this every day, not every day, maybe once a week, to incorporate this in my schedule.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. It was indeed a very inspiring speech, and I'm definitely going to start meditating after listening to this. Okay, moving on. Who is going next? I cannot see any hand raised. Do you really want me to take the authority? Come on. Okay. I will call upon on stage Toastmaster Vishal. So, Toastmaster Vishal,
Okay.
you're going. Yes.
Very early. Okay. I was hoping to give others a chance, but happy to take it. Yeah.
Toastmaster Vishal, your brain can't tell the difference between something you vividly imagine and something you actually experience. Your brain can't tell the difference between something you vividly imagine and something you actually experience. Toastmaster Vishal.
Okay. That's a very deep topic. I'm just trying to process it. Give me 10 seconds. Can you repeat that again? Sorry, Pallavi. My brain.
Your brain can't see the difference between something you vividly imagine and something you actually experience. Your imagination and your experience. Your brain cannot tell the difference.
Okay. So sometimes I agree I have this kind of feeling where my brain cannot tell if something is going on which is a reality or it's just my brain's imagination. uh, Yesterday I had a very different uh, experience sleeping where I had a dream. I obviously do not want to talk about that dream, but it felt like so real that I woke up at 5 in the morning and then I couldn't sleep after that. So I think whenever I sleep and I have these kind of dreams, they are so real. Maybe because of the fact that I daydream a lot and I believe that I watch a lot of movies. So somewhere I feel that those movies kind of comes in my dream and take me on a different tangent. But from that, I actually remember a very funny incident, or rather a funny movie which I have watched. So, if all of you have watched Fukre, so I sometimes imagine myself as that person, the main character Chucha. So sometimes, when I discuss these dreams with my brother, that this is what I experienced yesterday. So we make sense out of it. That okay, maybe this represents a particular house, this represents a particular number, etc., etc. So in general, I mean, I don't daydream a lot. I know the difference between the reality or let's say dreaming. But yeah, sometimes every now and then I have such situations in my sleep when everything looks so real and I cannot distinguish between reality and fiction. Back to you, Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Who is going next? I still cannot see any hand raise. Okay, then.
Maybe someone from the guests.
I am sure. So I think Kraminka. So guest Kraminka. So here is a topic for you. If your action inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you're a leader. If your action inspires
Okay.
others to dream more, learn more, do more, you become a leader.
Okay, so give me 10 seconds to think about it. Um, So after COVID, I started my Zumba fitness class. So it was the something that in my family at least no one is thinking about so much about the health or workout, these kind of things. But I took decision like I'm going to give a certain amount of time to my fitness, and it's not like we are just giving all our time in our professional life or just home things. At least we should give some a certain amount of time to ourselves also. So it's around 4 year, it's around 3 years still I'm into this thing. And in my family also, like my husband and my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, everyone indulge themselves in this workout physical activity. So I think that my my this decision brought a huge change in my family, and like people are becoming aware about this, like how it's very important to take care of our physical health and all.
Thank you,
Thank
guest.
you.
Thank you. Now I would like to call upon on stage Toastmaster Sagar. So Toastmaster Sagar, here's a topic for you. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Toastmaster Sagar.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Pallavi. Just give me a few minutes, a few seconds to gather my thoughts. Can you please repeat the topic? Life is?
Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Toastmaster, table topic master Pallavi, and rest of the Toastmaster attending the meeting and guest. Good afternoon once again. I disagree with the topic which was given to me. I feel life is about finding yourself. Life is about finding what you love, what is your passion. What is life is about why why you came to this earth, why you have this is what I have studied in many scriptures also, and this is what even I felt, that one must find what he is good at, is what is the purpose of his life. When the God has given us birth, it is not just for eating, sleeping, drinking, enjoying. We should have a purpose, right? Now this we should have a life. We all must try to find a purpose of life. We should always, it could be building a company, or could be helping others. And I've seen so many people who have who are doing their job of what they like, so they are more successful than the people who are just doing their jobs or whatever they are doing business, and they are complaining about it. So again, I'll say that I life is about finding your purpose. And yeah, thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. Who is going next? Any hand raise? I
Pallavi, we have two guests.
I
Uh,
We have
saw
Yogesh and Anish.
okay. So I guessed Anish.
yeah,
Here's
Yogesh.
a
Hi. Yeah, hi. Hi, Pallavi.
hello.
Yeah.
Here's a topic for you.
Mm.
A little progress each day can add up to the progress. A little progress each day can add up to the progress. Guess Anish.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Toastmasters. So I realized this like when I was working in Nestle. When I was child or I was growing up, I always wanted to do engineering. And there were reasons for that because the person to whom we see to try to become that. So my cousins, they were doing engineering from the IIT Guwahati and IIT Kanpur. So I wanted to do engineering. And after completing my engineering, I joined Nestle. So in Nestle, yes, it is a corporate world. It is a private sector job. You have to work hard. You have to convince your people, the people who are reporting to you. So there, because there I found that yes, this game is entirely different, and you have to keep adding values to yourself. You have to learn new lessons, which is mostly about the emotional question. And if I tell you about my initially 2 3 years journey was that my relations with my seniors, or you can say my boss, was not good. And but my relation with my down the team was very good. So I found a gap. Then I thought, yes, there is something which I need to improve. And then I found the sources to whom I can learn. It might be books, it might be YouTube, it might be some of the senior leaders. And then I started working over those aspects, my emotional questions, how to make relationship, how to keep improving myself to become a better version. And then it became like a cake of peace for me to walk and to grow. And since then, I kept growing in my company in SA. And after that, when I left that company and I joined another company, which is Valency International. And there I joined as a, you can say, factory head, but very soon I was going to the business head and global technical head. But from there again, I found that yes, there is something missing. I need to learn about business. Might be I should go to IIMs, which I'm getting any offers from the executive IIM. But again, I thought there are two ways. People can learn with many ways. So then I again took up certain books and I started reading. So from there, uh, I learned many things. So I would say just keep adding values, keep learning on daily basis, and eventually you will reach where you want to reach. So that's all from my side, Toastmaster Pallavi. Thank you.
Thank you, guess Anish. Now I would like to call on stage. I know there are a lot of people who haven't spoken. So I'll call on stage Toastmaster Ashish.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes, table dog master, all yours.
Toastmaster Ashish, innovation distinguish between a leader and a follower. Innovation distinguish between a leader and a follower. Toastmaster Ashish.
Good afternoon, everybody. I learned something very interesting recently. In Nepal, the bus drivers are called Guruji. Yeah, you heard it right. The bus drivers are called Guruji in Nepal. And I'm sure, like me, you must be wondering, bus driver? Guruji? You know, the guru, the teacher, has such a high regard at bus driver. But there's a very interesting reason I found. And the reason is because bus drivers take us from where we are to where we want to be. And that's why they are called Guruji. So deep, isn't it? And I think leadership also has exactly the same role to take us from where we are to where we want to be. If the leader comes into our life, do whatever they want, and leave us where we are, Won't you wonder why the hell we need leader in that case? The need of leadership comes, the role of leadership comes when they are bringing something new to the table, when they are telling something which we might not know about ourselves, helping us believe in ourselves, inspiring us to make effort in that direction, educating us about something new, and helping us with some bit of innovation in our life, with which we can reach from where we are to where we want to be. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. And now I would like to call upon on stage our guest, Yogesh. So, Yogesh, here's a topic for you.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, Toastmaster Pallavi.
When you want something, all the universe conspire in helping you achieve it. It's a very famous quote. When you want something, all the universe conspire in helping you achieve it. Guess, Yogesh.
Yeah, so I think with this quote, so I remember one of Shah Rukh Khan's dialogue basically. So like if you want like a bit wholehearted, so the whole kainat will help you out to achieve that, right? So I think this is very true in a real life environment as well, right? So whenever you think something, right, so with wholehearted, so obviously the entire universe will start supporting to you to achieve in that direction, right? So that's a very important in terms of so whatever you want to achieve, whether it's in a personal life or in a official or in a professional life, right? So you should have the complete all the dots connected, right? So you should have a clear vision and thought, right? So so where what would be your journey and what would be your goal to achieve that. So so I think when you have an initial goal, so I think that's a seems like it's a cakewalk, right? Uh, but once you begin with the to achieving that in that direction, so there are lots of ups and downs. But yes, once you will focus to achieve that goal, so I think the complete destiny will help you out to achieve that goal. Yeah, so this is like all about that.
Thank you. Yes, Yogesh. Now we have two more people in this round who haven't spoken, and I would request them to come forward on their own before I call them. So, who is going next? Toastmaster Pratik. So,
Yep.
Toastmaster Pratik, here's a topic for you. It will be an easy one, and you'll do a great job, I know. So, darkness cannot drive your darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Let me repeat. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only love can do that. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Toastmaster Pratik.
Thank you, Toastmasters Palvi. In in my personal opinion, in past 1 decade, after the advent of internet, or should I say social media, the things have changed rapidly across the globe. You are free to say anything. And instead of saying, you are free to react or overreact on anything, even though if you haven't been at a place, if you had no idea, if you had no knowledge, still you are entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to have an opinion and express it on the social media the the way you want. But as we all know, And in fact, the studies also, there are many surveys which are um, highlighting the point how all of this is spreading more darkness or, or hatred among each and every one of us. Probably we are not realizing it at the moment. We may almost everyone feel that they are neutral or they are being rational in their thinking, but I would, in my opinion, if it is your choice to speak on any topic, to give your recommendations or your um, thoughts, it would be better to take a pause, prepare yourself, do your homework, at least take 10 minutes or 10 seconds or 30 seconds to think over it, enlighten yourself, read about it. If and when I say reading, it is not only about the one side. Uh, in fact, read about both the aspects that are related to any given situation. Probably that would be the time you would be able to make a rational thought around it and you will be able to express in a better way. So, as soon as you see something that is offending you, when jumping right away to uh, crush it with the hateful comments won't do any benefit any of us. So, in short, light is the only path forward, and that is the only way to the true liberty if you want to fly. Over to you, Toastmaster Palvi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prateek. Now we just have one speaker who hasn't spoken yet, and I would like to call on stage, and his mic got unmuted. So, Toastmaster Prateek,
Yeah.
the topic for you. Anytime you sincerely want to make a change, the first thing you must do is to raise your standard. Anytime you sincerely want to make a change, the first thing you must do is to raise your standard. Toastmaster Puneet.
All right. Thanks, Pallavi, for the topic. Maybe today you searched on the internet what are the most difficult topics for a Toastmaster meeting. Um, so I agree with the statement that that you have to raise your standard first. So I completely resonate with it. So I can say that when all of us started on this journey of Toastmasters, so I can assume that most of us were not so good communicators, or maybe if they were good communicators, maybe they were not so confident speakers. Um, I remember in one of my Toastmasters meeting when I joined as a guest. So there was Ayushi who had recently won some area meeting or some district, a competition in an area meeting or a district meeting. So she was basically telling us that when she joined Toastmasters, where she was, and after like couple of years, where she is now. She was sharing her experience uh, uh, that in her office meetings, what used to happen was that, like I did today, that she used to like wait for the meeting to end so that her turn doesn't come up, but uh, after 2 years or 3 years of a Toastmasters journey, she has recently won a area competition or a district competition. So I felt a sigh of relief, and I heard other multiple similar stories where people had the same story, that before they joined Toastmasters, where they were, and after like couple of months of their Toastmasters journey, where they are now. So I had a sigh of relief, and I was also exhilarated by the feeling that maybe I can also do the same thing. Maybe uh, someday I can also make public speaking like a cakewalk. So that definitely raises the standard, that definitely proves this point, that if you raise the standard, if you raise your standard, if you surround yourself with positive people, surround yourself with people who make you believe that you can also achieve what others have achieved. You can also reach where others have reached. So I think we should all make a promise to ourselves that uh, if we want to achieve something, we will definitely raise our standard first so that we can achieve something like a cakewalk. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for participating. And you made my role like a cakewalk. Thank you everyone for that. And I also understand that the topics were quite difficult this time. The intent was to push you out of the box so that it makes you uncomfortable and you are ready to think out of the box all the time and you're ready to speak on your feet. And I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Ashish.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our marathon champion, Toastmaster Pallavi. Each of her topic was so deep and related to the theme of helping us to fly. Guys, flying is never going to be easy, I can tell you. If you want to be having an easy life, I am sure you would not have been here today with us. You would have been in your bed, cozy bed, sleeping, dreaming about something, dreaming either about some nice guy or nice lady. Definitely you wouldn't have been here with us. And what brings you here is self-growth. What brings you here is your passion to make a difference. And we are here to help you with that passion. On that note, I want to throw a challenge your way. Are you up for it?
Yes.
Yeah, super. So what I want you to do, think about one event, the best event in your life, the best, where you felt here, right? Of course, your hair my hair might be here, Pallavi's hair might be here, and Vishal's best would be here, right? So that's fine because we are not here comparing ourselves, right? As they say, comparison is the thief of joy. If there is only one way that you can make a stick smaller without even touching it, anybody can tell me?
Placing a bigger stick right next to it.
Comparing it with a bigger stick, and you'll make it smaller. Just imagine whatever you have done, right? Whatever you might have done, you are sitting next to presiding president of US or Mr. Narendra Modi. Suddenly you'll feel a little bit smaller. So comparison we are not going to do. What we are going to do is our story. So I give you 30 seconds to jot down, and I need help of timer. Or I will do a timer and I'll tell you how it will work. It will be on your screen. It has to be maximum 1 minute. The challenge is maximum 1 minute. As Toastmasters, we know that the audience time span, attention span is as limited as 7 seconds. So you have to hook their attention right in the beginning. What? Why? Why should they listen to you? Why should they pay attention to your story? So utilize first 10 seconds like, and then stitch your story not more than 1 minute. Even better if it is 40 to 50 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds. What was that event? What was that high point? And what do you think made that happen? What do you think you did that made that particular flight possible in your life? Are the instructions clear? Is everybody up for the challenge?
Yep.
Yeah, and this goes like a relay, right? So we will have the series and I will send it on the chat box. First we'll so take a note of your predecessor and successor. The predecessor we say now I invite. The predecessor will end with now I invite XYZ on the stage. So it starts with Pallavi, then goes to Vishal, then goes to Rashmi, then goes to Pratik, then goes to Sagar. Sagar and Anish, are you there with us? You can participate in the challenge.
Yes.
Super. If you could turn on your video, that will be very helpful. Then goes to Puneet, then goes to Yogesh, then goes to Kraminka. So in between, I'm putting the name of Anish. So all of you, so those of you, please note down your order and hand over the stage to that person, and it will be like a chain. Everybody speaking about. Yeah, Pallavi said I missed it. Yeah, Pallavi, I'll repeat. So what we need to do and while others are thinking, you can jot down your point. This is not a table topic. The TMoD is a little bit going to give you a little bit relaxed guidelines, because this is not Toastmasters guideline. Of course, table topic has a different purpose attached to it. Here, in 1 minute, in less than 1 minute, you are sharing the high point of your life, the highest point of your life, and what led to it. What did you do? What was action? What was that event? One or two things which led to it, which you believe has created that event for you. Are you clear? Yeah. So there is a change. So since Pallavi is sorry, since Pallavi is has taken the note of it a little late, so I'll put her a little bit later in the order. So we then start with Rashmi. Rashmi, are you good to start?
Yes.
We start with
Thank you.
Rashmi. Wait,
Yeah.
wait. I'll start the recording and then you begin, and we'll end with
Okay.
Kraminka. Right? Anish, are you there with us? Can you take this challenge?
Ashish, sorry, can you repeat the order one more time? So
No,
sorry.
I'm sending the order in the chat box. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay.
Right? Anish, I think, is not listening to us, so we will skip him. Just see your name is not getting missed. Tell me if it is in the chat box.
Okay. Should I start, Ashish?
Yeah, just a moment. We'll spotlight you, and
Okay.
just give me a moment. We will start the recording when you begin. Okay, so okay.
Okay. The day I felt stronger. The day I felt stronger. Sorry for my bad throat. So, 2 years back, when I entered the gym for the first day, um, I felt very weak. I wasn't able to lift heavily, and right after the next day, I was in the bed, and I had a lot of cramps. I was in the bed, and I couldn't able to go to the gym for the entire week. But right after 2 years, now I'm lifting more than 110 kgs, 120 kgs in deadlift, and then leg press. So I feel strong, and this is the day where I feel that I have come out of my comfort zone, and I've did something big, which I can be proud of. Over to you, Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pallavi. So I think the biggest motivation, first of all, for me to join Toastmaster and be part of EC or anything else that I do in my life has always been that whatever I have learned over the years, I need to give it back to, let's say, the people younger to me or the society. So in my office, I have been like driving initiatives where we are working with an NGO who works for women empowerment, driving different programs for their education, and making them digitally literate, etc. So I think when I started doing all these things in my organization, the only motive was to help people of the NGO that we are working with. At the same time, also encourage our team members that this is also part of their responsibility. Like they are not here only just to deliver their projects, and they need to think beyond that. So I'm I felt very proud when starting from a team of two people, we have now extended the team to 10 people. And we shared the glimpse of some of the recordings that when we went to the center of that NGO, we ran some online session in-person sessions, and now our team is 10 members strong. So that gave me a feeling of let's say accomplishment and a sense of in a sense that I have contributed to the society, and I'm also, helping others to do their part as well. With that, I'll hand over to Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. So for me, it was switching the career from IC to a leadership role. 5 years back, I was a quality analyst. I also used to work as a SDET in delivery. And then I moved to Expedia. I still joined as a SDET. That stands for software development and testing. So testing was my background. It was more of an IC role. And I wanted to switch into management role, maybe program management or product management. 5 years back, when I expressed my desire to do that, a lot of people, a lot of naysayers told me that you cannot do it without an MBA. You're supposed to go and pursue MBA for 2 years and then come back and join as a program management or product management. I I couldn't disagree more to them because I didn't want to spend 2 years in college again. I started learning on my own. I started following people who were into program management. Started watching videos online. I did few courses, and I kept applying on Expedia. There are multiple gigs where you can just apply for 6 months, and if you're lucky and fortunate enough, you can get a chance to play that role. Multiple time I faced rejection, but I didn't stop. I kept applying. I kept talking to people that, I want to do this. People mocked on my face. Pallavi, that's not possible. Pallavi, you have less experience for a leadership role, but I never gave up. I kept trying and trying and trying. Now I'm a program manager with Expedia with 3 years of experience in program management. So yes, so don't give up on your dreams and don't listen to people. Listen to what you can do. Listen to yourself and believe in yourself. Toastmaster Pratik.
Was it as easy as it looked? No, sir, it wasn't. A few of you may remember this iconic scene from the movie Pursuit of Happiness. And I was literally in the same situation in 2020 when I got my job at the current organization. My tenure at the previous organization was full of pressure. Let me repeat it, pressure on steroid, uh, multifold dose of stress, monotonous uh, workload, low self-respect, low salary was some perks that my previous organization was offering. And if I recall my entire tenure, I can only think of a list of missed opportunities that was there. Including like one at Dubai, one chance to go to Japan, and many more. But September 2020 was the time when all around the globe, people were losing their job. I was the one who was able to secure a job that too in work from home environment with the decent salary package. And all that was possible because I stood my ground even during the pressure. I kept hanging in there and ultimately things fall into place. Over to you, Toastmaster Sagar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. Sagar, can somebody please make me, yeah, thank you. Okay. Sagar, you can't clear this exam. So many people have already failed this. Okay, how many times have you read this book? I answered once. This was way back in 2011 when I started my career. I was working for HCL Technologies. There was one cybersecurity certification, CSSP. If you Google it, it is many websites considers it still as #1 certification in cybersecurity. Passing rate is still very low, and a lot of my senior colleague failed in the exam those time. Even today, people take a lot of coachings, watch videos, go for boot camps to clear it. And many of my colleagues considered me at that time that he will not be able to make it up. But I worked hard. The way I did it was like I booked the exam 6 months in advance, and I started working towards it. Although I read the book only once, but I read it thoroughly, word by word, tried to make a practical link to practical example, and I cleared it. In one of the interviews, the you won't believe it. One of the interviews, he didn't ask me for any question. He just took my exam certification ID and put it on the internet, verified it, and he said, "You're cleared for the exam." So although I had many things which I can share, but this is one highlight I would like to share. Over to Toastmaster Puneet.
Hi everyone. So the point which I want to highlight is when I realized that you can be lesser dependent on the people. So in my entire life, I feel that sometimes I used to feel a lot of dependent on other people, like for going to the holidays, for even for like going for a morning walk or going for the movies. So there was a point when I realized that you can be lesser dependent on other people. There was a cousin who once told me that if he can't find someone even to go for a movie with him, he goes alone for a movie. So I mean, I was very surprised that how can you go for a movie alone? But uh, I tried going for a solo trip once, and I kind of realized that yeah, sometimes you don't need other people to enjoy a holiday. Not that I'm saying that you shouldn't go with friends. Everything has like pros and cons. I still go with my friends on holidays. I still go with my friends for movies. But definitely, when I realized that if you don't have anybody else to accompany you for a morning walk, for a movie, for a holiday, you can definitely go for a solo movie or a solo trip as well. So that feeling which I got when I went on a solo trip, that was definitely exhilarating for me. Uh, I used to realize that sometimes we lose on the weekends, or sometimes we lose on even the long weekends. Sometimes we lose on that. So definitely, I've now made it a point that if I can't find anyone, maybe to go on a short trip with me or even a long trip with me, I definitely make it a solo trip. Although before that, I always try that maybe some friend is free for that or not. I'm not saying that I just go for a solo trip. I don't reach out to my friends. But yeah, that was a stronger point for me when I realized that I can be lesser dependent on the people. Thank you. Sorry. Over to you, Yogesh.
Yeah, so thank you, Toastmaster. So in my the highest point of life in terms of a professional context. So I think that is uh, so during COVID, lots of post-COVID rather, so lots of market job opportunities and all created, right? So the salary and all was the huge, right? So so with the same flow, so my next level also moved from organization. Then we got the complete opportunity on my soldiers. So then at that time I was basically managing the IC kind of a role. So then my I've taken advice from my some different vertical senior and all. So they mentioned that I think you should put down your hands how you will manage this kind of things, because in any which way in a financial kind of organization there are lots of things are going on, and there are lots of reputation in terms of organization perspective. But that thing I've taken as a challenge, right? So whether it might be I will able to sell through properly, or might be I will fail in this, but let's try. I think this is opportunity for me. So I've taken that particular opportunity, and I started managing 165 employees team across India. So I think that was there was huge challenges, because there was vintage people who were not able to listen me, right? Who were not following the instruction and all. And I was also new in the system, right? In terms of this role, so I was also learning parallelly and try to managing that. But I think 1 or 2 years that was a very ups and down things, which with that I learned a lot, right? How to, because I'm not a IM graduate or some good B school graduate, right? So but with the experience and with the continuous learning from the people or colleague, right? So I learned and able to manage that, and now I'm taking care of the complete thing and I'm enjoying the things. But I think this is very important, that I think if you have a courage and clear thought, so that's a very important to go alone rather. Yeah, over to you, Kraminka.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yogesh. So, hi everyone. The point I want to highlight is that how I found the happiness. So, recently I inculcated a habit of giving. So, I decided like every month I'm going to donate something to poor people. And the moment I used to give the things to the poor people, and I see the smile on their faces, it makes me feel so happy, and it gives me so much satisfaction in my life. So this is the giving is the something that can give you a real happiness, real satisfaction in life. So that's the thing I chose for myself to find the happiness. Thank you.
Speak good mute. Let's give ourselves a huge round of applause, guys. That was amazing. So many interesting, inspiring stories. How you guys fought through the challenges and managed to bring happiness, managed to bring the high point of your life. Let's remember, till the time the plane was invented, none of us could even go to the sky. There was no machine available. But it was only 100 years ago, 120 odd years ago, to 1903, when the plane got invented. And you see now, at least we have something with which we can go in the air. And the day is not far when we all can fly as well. To me, ABC of flying is three components. Aim to fly high. That's A for you. Believe that you can do it. And last but not the least, choose carefully. It's very beautifully said that all of us will definitely reach somewhere in 10 years from now. But where? Depend upon the choices we make. So I make this choice now to call upon our journal evaluator on the stage, Toastmaster Prateek Kumar, with your huge round of applause.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. This was more than exhilarating. I must say, I don't know, but I, the word for very excited could be exhilarating, but for very exhilarating, I'm not sure what could be the alternative. But absolutely loved it. The challenge was a bit tough, and most of us were not able to stay within the timeline. But it was amazing to hear experience from everyone and how like different qualities in each one of us made it possible to become better version of ourselves. So without further ado, let me invite the timer of the day, which is Toastmaster Prateek, to share his report. Hi everyone, my name is Prateek. I'm the timer of the day. I'm sorry I didn't get the chance put it on Excel sheet. I won't be able to share my screen to share the timing. So I would request you to take a note of your timing. So coming to the table topics led by Toastmaster Pallavi, I'm sorry, Toastmaster Rashmi took 2 minutes 24 seconds. Toastmaster Vishal took 1 minute 53 seconds. Toastmaster Kraminka took 1 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Sagar took 1 minute 39 seconds. Toastmaster Anish took 2 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Ashish 1 minute 52 seconds. Toastmaster Yogesh 1 minute 50 seconds. And I myself, unfortunately, was disqualified. I took 2 minutes 53 seconds. Toastmaster Puneet took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Now, about the TMoD challenge, the 1 minute challenge where we were supposed to hand over the mic to the next participants within 1 minute. Uh, so there were only, in terms of qualification, there are only two people: Toastmaster Rashmi, who took 58 seconds, and Toastmaster Kraminka, who took 48 seconds. So Toastmaster Vishal took 1 minute 34 seconds. Toastmaster Pallavi took 1 minute 58 seconds. Toastmaster Pratik took 1 minute 48 seconds. Toastmaster Sagar 1 minute 53 seconds. Toastmaster Puneet 1 minute 51 seconds. And Toastmaster Yogesh 2 minutes 27 seconds. So that's all about the timer report. Let me invite our counter of the day, Toastmaster Rashmi, to share her report. Over to you, Rashmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. So, given the impromptu theme that we had today, so it put everyone on toss and it encouraged everyone to think and speak spontaneously. So because of that, we have a little higher R's and Ums to the meeting today. But overall, I would like to share my screen once for the Excel report. Can I share my screen, Pratik?
Yep, I think you can.
Okay. Okay. Let me know once you can see my screen.
Yep, it's visible.
Yeah. So, Toastmaster Ashish, you were impeccable as always and no filler words. So, this is the thing that we all love about you. Even in the impromptu situation, there were no filler words and everything was perfect. Toastmaster Vishal, you used ours for 5 times. Even a lot of other people, including me, we used ours for more than 5 times. And you use more than 5 times. Then Pallavi, your speech was really clean, and you used only 3 hours. Pratik, you used only 2 hours, and one thing I love about you is that you use a great usage of pauses. Then guest Ashish, you used only 4 hours. Even as a guest also, you didn't use more than 5 times hours, so that is really great. Even when I joined it as a Toastmaster, as a guest, so I still use a lot of filler words. So that is really impeccable. Puneet, you used more than 5 times hours and no other filler words. Guest Yogesh, you used more than 5 hours, so more than 5 times, like 2 times. Sagar, you use so lot of times and three you knows. And Kraminka, you used like more than 5 times and more than 5 times. Overall, the speeches were really great, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashmi, for taking the role at the last moment and doing complete justice to the role. Uh, can you stop sharing the screen? Thank you. Thank you so much. Now moving to the grammarian of the day, which is Toastmaster Sagar. Would you like to come on stage and share your report?
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. So I'll now share the grammarian report. Today's idiom was indeed like a cakewalk. It was because it was used by Toastmaster Pratik twice, Toastmaster Pallavi twice, Toastmaster Ashish twice, guest Yogesh once, Toastmaster uh, Puneet twice. Sorry, I didn't share the word of the day. I was not aware that we have to give both or once. But thank you, Toastmaster Pratik, that you shared this Day of the Word, and which was used by Toastmaster Ashish once, Toastmaster Puneet twice, and Toastmaster Pratik twice. Coming to some good usage of the word, there were some of the words and phrases I which amazed me were like dazzle the audience. If we can believe in it, we can do it. Shackles of your own mind, polishing the craft. If you have courage and clear thought, you can go alone. Inculcate habits, impeccable. I've noticed there were some, not so good usage of, English. There was some grammatical mistake according to me. Like I leave my home at 6. It should have been I used to leave home at 6. Then there were it's around 3 years, it's been 3 years. Used to gives should have been used to give. That's all from my side. Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sagar, for a comprehensive report. Now the ball is in my court as a general evaluator. The like, okay, I would start from Sergeant at Arms, which the meeting started 1 minute late, but which is acceptable since we were waiting for, we were hoping for more participants to join in, and uh, since to make the meeting online and everything, there is not even an iota of doubt that this was one of the best sessions that we could, I have witnessed in my timeline with Eloquent or as a Toastmaster. Toastmaster of the day did a wonderful job in in terms of inspiring and in terms of engaging the audience. So it's been 2 hours, but still everyone uh, was so engaged and felt involved. The pace of the session was commendable. It didn't feel like, since weren't having any speeches, it didn't feel like that we were trying to rush up the things or we are trying to slow things down. So commendable job done, Toastmaster Ashish. For the table topic master, Toastmaster Pallavi, as a debutant table topic master, you have done a great job. Detailed topics, deep topics. The only recommendation would be to yes, like in future you can try to keep the topics concise, because the sentences were long. Even the topic was uh, uh, short, but the sentences were long, which probably uh, may take some time for the participant. Let it sink in and then start speaking. Apart from that, wonderful job done. It was. I mean, I'm short on vocabulary, but it was wonderfully done. Coming to the table topic speaker, Toastmaster Rashmi, as an R counter, you didn't get the opportunity to keep account of your R's, so it R and sounds were more than 5 times. And overall, throughout the session, there were a few filler words, which was so and like, uh, risking, risking or regretting. You very wonderfully pointed out how taking a journey to your uh, the yoga classes was much more better than in terms of regretting that that experience was unique. Toastmaster Vishal, imagining or experience things in your brain, wonderfully pointed out how there are moments in life when you rarely get to feel the difference. Toastmaster Kraminka, if you are able to inspire your leader, absolutely, you are a leader. Not only personally for me, Toastmaster Kraminka, the way you mentioned the journey that you are taking in your on your healthcare side, it is somewhat nudging each and every one of us. Probably, maybe not today, but there will be a point in time when we will also take the step towards our better health. Toastmaster Sagar, creating yourself or uh, finding yourself, I completely resonate with your thought process. There is a, uh, I'm a firm believer of synchronicity, and when I believe when time is right, things will or opportunities will appear in front of you. So I am also looking for that purpose, the ikigai, and exploring different parts of life, different skills. You never know which one uh, you know gets into alignment with your passion. So great job done. Toastmaster Anish, Ashish, Yogesh, I'm sorry I was away at the moment, so I couldn't capture the topics that you have. And Toastmaster Puneet, raising your standards, wonderfully pointed out. The only recommendation would be to maintain the pace. Like it shouldn't be much slower, or using the poses is good, but uh, I mean, while gathering thoughts, it shouldn't sound like the way I am sounding at the moment right now. So probably the visual representation that happens with most of us when we are taking a table topics. All and all, great speech, Ashish. The thing that you tried in terms of the challenge, I believe it was much more exhilarating in compared to the table topic session uh, this time. So everyone was charged up. We had the same topic, and that's the same thing that happens in a table topic contest uh, also. When the contest time is around, the topic will remain the same. You won't get to hear the other speakers, but it will be same for the theme, or the topic would be same for all the speakers, and you have to give your perspective on that. Kudos to each and every one of you. I didn't expect the meeting will turn out this good, because we had a limited audience today, but wonderfully executed. With that, let me hand over the stage uh, Toastmaster Vishal. You can take the guest feedback. In the meantime, I can prepare the survey link.
Sure. Shall I run the active listener session there first, and then
Yeah. I'm extremely
I have
sorry for
something
that, for
interesting
missing that
planned for
in the
everyone.
introduction
So
part. Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Okay. I would request everyone to not leave before we run the active listener session. So yeah, just probably bear with me for another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, let me know once you can see my screen. And for the benefit of people who are joining the Toastmaster meeting for the first time, so as an active listener, I kept a track of specific points during the meeting, and now I'm going to test your active listening skills. With that, let me share my screen and let me know once it's visible. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay. Also confirm if you can hear the music now. Okay. Yeah, so it's first gentleman of edition. I'm going to come up with the
Actually, music is too loud. Toastmaster Vishal, we were not able to hear you.
uh okay. Is it better now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions, and then you'll be given either two, three, or four choices, and you have to guess what was the correct answer. Okay, ready? Okay, so here's the first question. TM Ashish asked us to imagine ourselves as an animal at the beginning. Which animal was that? Ostrich, bird, crow, or eagle? Come off mute and say
ऑप्शन
the
डी
answer.
लॉक किया जाए.
Okay, so TM Prateek says it B. What about others? Come on. You have 20
Eagle,
seconds.
D.
Okay, any more answers? We are going to lose. Come on. Okay, let's see. It was the correct answer. Okay, what is the idiom of the day introduced by Toastmaster Sagar? I think it should be a very easy one. Break a leg, like a cakewalk, beat the clock, or fight the bullet. I think this is an easy one, right? Obviously, Sagar, you are not supposed to answer this, but yeah, others. What was the idiom of the day today? Please come off mute and
Yeah, not an easy one. Not like a cakewalk, but yeah. Option B.
option. Okay, let's see the correct answer. skill did Toastmaster Ashish learn in his mid-30s? Sorry, Ashish, for bringing your age here. Uh, which skill was that? Swimming, cooking, kung fu, or flying? I would like others to also speak now. Who have not spoken. Kraminka, Pallavi.
Am I allowed?
No, Ashish, obviously you are not allowed. Others, I cannot see anyone. Yeah, Pallavi, Rashmi, anyone? Come on, it's such an easy question.
Kung Fu, Kung Fu. I think it's
Swimming.
Okay, let's see what Ashish learned. Moving on to the next question. In which country did TM Sagar live from 2015 to 2022? Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, or Himachal?
let's see, Qatar.
Qatar.
Okay, let's see if the majority is correct or not. Okay, moving on to the next question. Where did TM Rashmi go for learning meditation? Uttarakhand, Mars, Connaught Place, or Himachal Pradesh? Come on, come on. What's the correct answer?
Himachal Pradesh.
Okay.
Uttarakhand. A.
Uttarakhand?
Uttarakhand.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Where did Rashmi go? Moving on to the next question. So, what did Toastmaster Kraminka recently start for fitness? Is it running, Zumba,
Zumba.
cycling, or what? Okay, so I heard Zumba. Any other answers? Okay, so majority says Zumba. I thought it was running. Let's see which is the correct answer. All right, quickly moving on to the next one. So where does guest niche work? Is it Coca-Cola, Dharma Productions, Nestle, and Pepsi?
Nestle.
That's my production. Yeah.
Nestle.
Anish,
Okay.
I also work in Nestle, by the way.
Yeah.
Come here.
Okay.
Good, good to hear that.
All right. So yeah, guest niche works at Nestle. We have, I mean, the community of Nestleites, if you call it that way, have been growing. So good to see you, Anish, today.
Yeah, but Anish, first time.
Okay, that's interesting. So Toastmaster Punit mentioned that a Toastmaster inspired him when he joined our club. Which Toastmaster was that? Toastmaster Virat Kohli, Toastmaster Ayushi, or Toastmaster Ashish?
Toastmaster Ayushi.
Ayushi.
Okay. Any other answer? Anyone thinks it was Virat Kohli? No one thinks that? Okay, let's see. Ayushi, and I think she won a district competition at that time. That's what Puneet mentioned. So, question number 9. Toastmaster Rashmi mentioned that he loves fitness. So, how much can Toastmaster Rashmi deadlift? Is it more than 50 kg, 70 kg, 100 kg, or 90 kg? Rashmi, obviously, you are not supposed to answer. What about others? What do you think?
100 kg.
Okay. I heard
Oh,
100
this
kg.
is a trick question. There are two options here.
All of them include 100 kg actually. But to make everyone's life simple. Second last question. From which role did TM Pallavi made her career transition? Was it testing or was it software development? Come on, speak up.
A. A.
Okay. Rashmi, Ashish, Puneet, what do you guys think? Kraminka?
Development.
Okay. Let's see who heard it right. Alright. So which certification did Toastmaster Sagar clear? Master of Games, Event Planner, CSSP, or Bungee Jumping Instructor? I think it was event planner. What about others?
Master of memes.
CSSP.
Okay. Any more answers?
Event planner.
Okay, let's see who is correct. Yes, it's training before certification. Okay, that's it. Thank you everyone for participating. Hope you enjoyed the quiz.
As always, interesting and wonderful. Amazing job, Toastmaster Vishal. So
Thank
now,
you.
all of you have the voting links in your WhatsApp group. Let me paste it over here also. Please take a moment to vote for your favorite athlete from today's marathon.
Meanwhile, Pratik, can we take guest feedback?
Right. So, Anish, would you like to share, like before the meeting, what were your expectation and how you liked the session and all?
Yeah, hi everyone. So yes, it was really value added, and the mostly it why I find Toastmaster value added because it we get an opportunity to open up and how to prepare ourselves for the random topics. And mostly, I would say, yes, I love the team. I can see the team is very experienced, and also before starting any session, they are letting us know okay, what are the protocols, what are the rules, timings, and everything. So we had, I was having all the knowledge, and definitely would love to be part of this Toastmaster team for a long term, and would learn many things from all of you. So thank you all the very best to all of you also. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Anish. And we hope to see you more into our future meetings. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
sure.
joining us.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
So far, 7 responses. Let me start by the best role player, which was TMoD Toastmaster Ashish, Table Topic Master Toastmaster Pallavi, and General Evaluator Toastmaster Pratik. Any guesses?
TMoD.
TMoD Ashish.
Toastmaster Pallavi.
It was a tough competition indeed, but the crown goes to Toastmaster Ashish.
Pratik, when there is tough competition, you give it to both. I'm
Abs-
lodging a protest.
Absolutely. Let
So,
me.
yeah,
I
let's give
would
it to,
request both of you to
yes,
congratulate each other so that I.
super. No, no, you are also required. Otherwise, it will look like she's giving to me or I am giving to her.
Uh,
Yeah, hmm, this is better.
Okay.
You
can
want?
anyone take a
Yeah,
screen?
yeah, I can take that.
Any hand works. Like,
I can take that. Everyone look
Yeah, I switched
straight.
Toastmaster Ashish.
yeah, the shake is happening between the both of us. Pratik is just below.
Okay, let me take two pictures. I have taken one. Let me take one more so that no one actually punishes me later on for taking a bad photo.
Super. Let me take one also. Wait,
Okay, I've taken
wait,
two
Pratik,
photos.
wait. Super. I have taken one also. Lovely.
A big
Yes,
round
and
of applause.
table topics likewise would suggest give it to the two or three people. Today we have only just the two or three roles, so we can give it to quite a few. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, but before that, best Oaks role player, timer Toastmaster Pratik, our counter Toastmaster Rashmi, grammarian Toastmaster Sagar, and active listener Toastmaster Vishal. Do you think it, it needs a vote? Or,
Vishal.
yeah, Toastmaster
Or
Vishal, everyone.
You know, people who answered are looking for crore rupee, Vishal.
Yeah.
They
I'll
help you.
credit I'll credit it in their uh, gaming wallet.
No, you pay the Toastmasters fees forever. So that's fine.
Pratik, your right hand, right? My left hand.
Uh,
Asa,
uh, your
y-
left
y-
or my left?
your left, my right.
Okay.
That's
But your left is my
Yes.
right.
sorry.
Wait, no,
My
no, the
my
other
left,
way.
your right.
I'll take a pitch. Do the other way around. Vishal the other hand, and Pratik is fine. Other hand, Vishal.
Okay.
Super.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal. It is always a delight whenever you take a role, grammarian, active listener. You completely kind of mastered it.
Thank you, Pratik.
Now, the best table topic speaker, or should I say the best athlete of today's table topics marathon. So they almost all of us were the participants. So any guesses was the best?
Toastmaster Rashmi and Toastmaster Ashish.
Any
Rashmi,
more
Puneet,
guesses?
Rashmi, Puneet, Ashish. I loved everyone's. I'm
It's
a
a
bad.
tough one.
I'm a
It's
bad
a
judge.
yeah, it's a tough one. It's a mixed one, but I will pick. I will invite Toastmaster Vishal, Toastmaster Ashish, and Toastmaster. There are so many colors. Yeah, Toastmaster Vishal, Toastmaster Ashish, and Toastmaster Puneet on the stage. Let me spotlight each one of you.
Let me open my eyes. My eyes will close in the previous picture.
You can start looking straight into the camera. Let me
Yeah.
capture it.
Should we do something?
Yeah, you, you
Heart
Puneet,
can.
emoji.
Puneet, any idea?
Heart emoji.
Okay.
Or yes, let me take one more just in case. Cool.
Super.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for